Oh, yeah. Welcome to another episode of the Tech Preacher Podcast. Man, listen, man, this is so fun. It's my birthday week. We got Google I/O, we got Apple, we got all kinds of exciting stuff that's going on, right? And we're going to talk about it in this podcast. So let's have some fun as we groove with some of this music, baby. Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm celebrating my birthday, you know what I'm saying? My birthday week, baby. But man, it's so exciting. There's all this exciting news, man. We got the Pixel 4, the Pixel 7a. Apple to drop some new software, man. Let's get into it, man. Look, I don't want to waste no time. I want to talk about some of this stuff. Welcome to another episode of the podcast. Listen, let's talk about some things that I've done to the channel. I rebranded the channel. I call it the Tech Preacher channel now instead of Easy Computer Solutions. Now my website is still easycomputersolutions.com. And my email address is going to be on the About page. But I rebranded. And the reason why I rebranded my channel is for years now, very long time, I've been calling myself the Tech Preacher, the guy that preach about tech, right? So I just thought that it would be nice just to rebrand the channel. When I first started the YouTube channel at Easy Computer Solutions, right, I talked about computers and stuff like that. I used to go into software, how to affect the reset. But over the course of time, I've changed up. I talk about phones, tablets, computers, and now I'm into studio gear, right? So I just thought I talk about all things tech. So you're going to see new intros, you got the new banner. You start to see things getting a lot more cleaner, right? So yes, I rebranded channel. So hopefully y'all guys will love it. And I'm excited that I rebranded channel. So thank y'all guys very much. And plus it's my birthday week. I wanted to do it on my birthday week. So I did it. I finally did it. I got very good response from everybody. And so that's a good thing. All right, let's get into some of this stuff, man. Apple have now dropped Final Cut Pro, software that we've been waiting on for years. They finally did it also with Logic Pro. Now, there's some stipulations with it. The stipulations is that you have to have a M1 or M2 in order to do Final Cut Pro. Now, with Logic Pro, you can have a lower iPad to get this done. So, man, listen, this is a good thing, right? Listen, I talk about this, right? And a lot of people believe that tablets are it's a wasteful thing, whether or not it's iPads or Android. I totally disagree. I say this, it's because 90% of all the computing work that I do, either on this channel and my business, is done on my deck station, right? I created a Samsung deck station, which consists of my Z Fold 4 connected to a monitor and my Tab S8 Plus connected to a monitor. Now, I've had my Tab S8 and my foldable phones connected to multiple monitors. I think I had like 4 monitors at one time connected to my phone or my tablet, and just to get work done. Listen, tablets can do a lot. A lot of people, there's non-believers, don't understand how tablets work. For normal folks, 90% of normal folks, what do they do? Browse the web, go on social media, they type up documents, go through emails and stuff like that. Okay, cool. Well, tablets is a lightweight device, very good battery life and stuff like that. Well, when we talk about iPads, which I do not have none of the M1 iPads because I got so many iPads, right? I just didn't find the use to spend for a M1 or M2 iPad. But now having Final Cut Pro that's available on that device, what that does for creators, it brings in a totally different element. What that does is it allows you this. If you're at the coffee house or you are out somewhere, you need to if you need to edit a video or something like that. And a lot of people that's in the Final Cut Pro ecosystem, you will love that, right? I love what Apple is doing. It was a long time coming. I understand it's a subscription base, but if you already into Final Cut Pro, it's no big deal to a lot of people that want to edit on the go. I think this is going to be great. One of the huge wins for editing your videos mobilely is not being complacent behind a big tower computer or having MacBooks and all that stuff like that. The power of the iPad, the M1 or the M2, has the power to do all those tasks very fast and fluid. So I'm excited for iPad owners that's in the ecosystem of Final Cut Pro and Logic Pro. Now you could do it on your iPads. That is awesome. Thank you, Apple, for bringing some of those pro features to their pro devices. Now, will I buy M2? I will wait after WWDC to see how the M3 going to be, when it's coming out. Should I wait about 2 or 3 months to get the M3? Let's wait and see. But yeah, I might invest in buying another iPad just to mess around with Final Cut, because yes, I do use Final Cut, but I use Premiere and Final Cut. But now, since I use my DeckStation, I'm rolling with LumaFusion. So I use all three editing software to the best of his ability. But since I got my DeckStation, I've been LumaFusion it, baby, and it's been working great. Now, I still edit my audio in the Dolby Edition, right? I mean, that's what it is, right? So I still edit my audio in the Dolby Edition, but as far as the quality of the editing, I do it on LumaFusion. It works great. Now, when I do high-end green screen videos and stuff like that, I'll go to Final Cut, or I'll go to Adobe Premiere. But regular videos that I do, even with the high production videos that I do, I can do it on LumaFusion. It works great. So no big deal. Listen, man, a tablet does a lot in the computing space. A lot of people have this false narrative that you can't replace your computer with a tablet. Listen, I'm running, Windows cloud servers and stuff on my tablet, man. If I need to run exe programs, I can do that. But there's always an app for everything. So I think a lot of people need to get away from, the tablet can't do this and that. Listen, tablets give you awesome performance, awesome battery life, beautiful displays. Listen, most laptops, even on the Windows side, right? If you get something with a high-end 1440p, 120 hertz display, you're going to spend a lot of money on it, man. And let's call it how it is. Especially if you want to get something powerful to edit videos. Think about this, right? I got a $3,000 laptop, right? And it struggles sometime on Premiere. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes you got to get those high-end laptops if you're on the Windows side, man. You got to get something with, 16, 20 something gigs of RAM, 38 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of RAM, with high i9 processors with, dedicated GPUs just to do, high-end 4K editing and stuff like that on the Windows ecosystem. It is what it is. On the Macs, man, I mean, listen, I got the Mac Studio, works great, high-end, bang, boom, boom, boom. I can get it all done. So it's no big deal there. Shouts out to Apple for, dropping some dope, stuff this week. Let's talk about Google, right? Google did some things, right? Google dropped the I/O event, right? And listen, man, the whole event kind of, it's all about AI, right? They talked a lot about AI. The whole event was about AI, this AI that you can talk and it gives you whole speeches and all that stuff like that. AI. I mean, are we ready for AI? That's the whole thing. Like, are we ready for that, for AI? Because I'm going to tell you, Google is going full force with AI right now. And God, man, I don't know, it's kind of creepy and scary, but I understand the technology is coming, right? So are we ready for it? I mean, listen, I've seen some stuff that they demoed at the Google I/O that was mind-blowing. Listen, I script all my videos, right? So I type up all my videos, and I like doing that. And the reason why is because it's my heart and soul. After I review a product, I take my notes and I type it all up. 1,000+ words of usually my scripts, right? But I mean, I've seen AIs, man. A lot of people can do a whole script based off of AI, and the AI does everything for you. I won't get to that point because I believe that your review is what you think, your thoughts, it's like what you. So I don't want the AI to tell me a review. It's me typing up what I believe that, my the good and bad about the products and services that I review. So I don't know that type of stuff will influence me to go to AI to do scripting and all that stuff like that. But let's talk about the Google Pixel 7a, right? You get at $499, you get the Tensor 2 processor. You get all the bells and whistles. It's going to be a powerful device. It's going to give you everything that you need in a flagship device at a lower cost and a smaller body shape. I think that's wonderful. The same tradition that you do with that they did with the Pixel 5a, Pixel 6a, now the Pixel 7a. Knock it out the park. A lot of people go complain about the prices. Listen, the price is everything. But I would say this. Wait. You don't have to buy it right now. Wait a few months. The price gonna be $400 in no time. So I would encourage people, and then we're gonna talk about this Pixel Fold price in a minute. Is that listen, in the Android ecosystem, prices that never stay at what they are. If you can wait, all right, a month, 2 months, 3 months, you could get rock bottom prices for that product. You could either buy new or you could get it new used or renewed, and you go pay hundreds of dollars less than the retail price MSRP. And so if $4.99 is not your bread and butter, which is very expensive in the mid-range market, right? Then wait about a month and wait for the deals, wait for this and wait for that. You go see that device drop like water. So it's all good with that. And let's talk about the Pixel Fold, $1,799. And the only reason why I bring that up first is because most people questions to me and to a lot of tech enthusiasts, what is the price? What is the price? Listen, we in a tough economy. Listen, when I went to the grocery store and me and my wife so surprised on how much products and services cost, right? And our income ain't going up. That means that we paying more for products and services as our income stays the same. So you have to cut back on certain things and you have to economize. You got to be smart about things. You just can't I'm just go just buy it because I'm a buy it. Man, listen, man, stuff like that, I've grown to be smarter, right? So $1,799 for 256 gig, 12 gigs of RAM, 2 chip in it, stuff like that, which is, that's going to be the price. We knew this for a very long time. Rumors have been spot on for a very long time. We've been hearing about the Pixel Fold. The specs all been leaked for months. We've been knowing about this price point for months. A lot of naysayers like, well, you got to wait till they officially announce it. Listen, these leakers been getting very good information. They have been on point for months. We've been knowing about this price for a very long time. We could probably be in denial about the prices, but the price, we already knew what the price was. So, it is what it is. 5.8 inch cover display, OLED, believe 1080p, 120 hertz, 6.7 inch inner display, 120 hertz, 1440p, I believe. So you go get the Tensor 2. So the Tensor 2 is going to be fast enough, man. I mean, a lot of people, it's not going to have the Tensor 3. Listen, somewhere I agree with you guys at almost $2,000. I agree with you guys. It should have the Tensor 3. It should have but I don't think Google ever went after specs, right? I think they go after functionality and software. I think that's the key to their flavor, right? It's not about specs. They go give you good specs. It's a vanilla Android. So it ain't like it got overlays on top of overlays on top of overlay like Samsung One UI and all these other companies. They got all these overlays and software and stuff like that. They need to have the power to run it because of, and plus they got to fully optimize their devices to give you better performance. I think the G2 is going to be okay. 12 gigs of RAM, 256 at that price point. Now that brings up another question that if you get the 512 gig, then you're looking at right at almost, $1,900. Listen, man, I want to say this before tax. We talk about things before tax, right? Man, I can't go to Google and give them $1,799 and I walk out with it. You have to pay sales tax. Yeah, I always factor in sales tax when I do reviews or when I talk about this type of product. $1,799 to me is, that's $1,800 plus tax. You're talking about almost $2,000. So 512 gig at $1,900 before tax, that's over $2,000. So listen, man, that's the price. Now, a lot of people would say, well, they got trade-in offer, but everybody don't have trade-ins. And so I always look at it like that. Listen, with all the 220 phones that I have in my arsenal, I wasn't trading in the past. I just started trading in stuff, right? But I wasn't trading in. So you have a lot of people that don't trade in. So, when you look at a $2,000 price point in this economy where people kind of struggling, paying bills and groceries and all that stuff like that, can people afford $2,000? Well, a lot of people say, well, if they can't afford it, don't buy it. But see, that's the thing, man. I think it should be, I'm sure that the carriers and all that go have it too. So it'll make it more convenient for people to, buy it on AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon and stuff like that. But price is everything. A lot of people, listen, if you rich, you don't worry about the price. It don't concern you, right? But if you middle class or low end, price is everything. Listen, the middle class tech enthusiast, price is everything because you have a budget, right? You think about this, okay, if should I pay $2,000 for a Google Pixel Fold or $2,000, almost close to $2,000 for a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5? Right? I mean, the Pixel Fold is going to probably give you the best vanilla experience, the best of Google, right? The best still footage camera. I ain't going to say video, but still camera. It's going to give you that good, nice form factor, short and wide when it comes down to the form factor. And with the G2 and the 12 gigs of RAM, it's going to perform very well. Now, when you get into the Samsung ecosystem and the other ecosystem, and I'm going to say Samsung because now I'm in the United States. So that means that, the other devices not available at your carriers and stuff like that. Even though, yes, you can go to other websites like, GearTop and Wonder Mobile and stuff if you want to explore your horizon into other devices, which is fine. But you have Samsung, you have Google, same price point, right? But Samsung offers a different experience. For me, it's a different experience. Google Fold won't have desktop support because they Pixel 7s don't have desktop support. And I can tell you why it's not going to have desktop support. And the reason why is because they don't have HDMI out. And then Google never does that, right? So they never done it. And the reason why they ain't gonna do it on the Fold is because when I watched the keynote address, they could have plugged it in and used it on a bigger monitor, but no, they had to have the cameraman come behind them and film it as he was interacting with the phone. That's why I knew that this Pixel Fold won't have HDMI output. So, think about this, right? If it had HDMI output, they would probably plugged it up to a monitor and share their screen, and they would have gotten, that whole experience like that. So I don't know if it's going to have that. And even if it did have that output, it would have been kind of dumb that they had a cameraman pointing at the device when they could have just plugged in and had an output going to a big monitor for everybody to see. But, to me, listen, I have a DeckStation for a reason, right? Because I utilize some of the high-end features the high-end software features that Samsung offer, and I've been doing it for years. Desktop mode, multiple monitor support, manual cameras, and all that stuff like that is something that I like, right? Samsung Dex is the one that keeps me in the Samsung ecosystem. I understand they got ready for and stuff like that, but to me, look, I've already explained why I'm in the Dex ecosystem. It just works for me. It just works for me. That's it. Stuff like that. I'm in the business aspect of Samsung, so it works for me, right? But look, man, I think that I'm hyped for the Google Pixel Fold, bro, and the biggest thing for me is that I will not buy it at $17.99. And so for me, one of the things for me, I look at this and I say, well, let's wait, for a few months to see if the price drop to, maybe $1,000 or something like that. Then I'll pull a trigger. That's my target for this. I'll take a look at, some of the pre-order trade-ins. If they got really good trade-ins, I will attempt to maybe trade in. But see, for me, y'all got to understand this, man. For me, I just want y'all to know, being first, it's not on the table for me, right? Like it don't matter if I'm first. Listen, matter of fact, nobody is first right now because as I'm recording this podcast, I've seen dozens of Pixel Fold videos already. So Pixel Fold videos been out for a very long time. The actual device has been in people's hands. So videos are out. If you want to see the colors, if you want to see the functionality, if you want to see everything about it, people's opinion, that's already out there on YouTube. So for me, I look at, okay, I'm not going to rush. And a lot of people criticize me, say, well, you spend, all this money on all this other stuff and you don't want to buy this and buy that. And listen, I understand people's concerns. Listen, you got to understand, for me, I have a lot of foldables. I got the first Galaxy Fold, the Fold 2, Fold 3, Fold 4, and I'm getting the Fold 5. Not only that, but I have the Z Fold 1, the Z Fold 5, the Z Flip 1, the Z Flip 5G, Z Flip 2, Z Flip 3. I didn't get the 4. I got the Surface Duo. Now we talk about dual screen devices. Surface Duo. I got the LG V60 with the dual screen. I have oh God, well, I got the LG Velvet with the dual screen, right? So I have dual screen and foldable devices, and all of them work tremendously well. All of them work fast. My LG devices got pen support with pen software. My Samsung devices got pen support, pen software. My devices got desktop mode that I want to get real work done. So I have the best of both worlds. I got pen support, pen software. I got desktop mode. I got, all those abundant of features that I use every day. 90% of what I do is on Samsung DeX. 90%. If I need to do any type of computing things, I do it on Samsung DeX. Now, a lot of people say, well, they got other devices out there. But listen, man, it's a proof positive product that works for me. That's the way it is, right? So, it is what it is. But that's here or there. I will probably hold off. For me, I'm not pre-ordered. I don't want the Pixel Watch and all that stuff because, the Pixel Watch, I'll wait for the second generation Pixel Watch and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, listen, I will wait, a couple of months until the price drop. When it hits my target, I'll buy it. And once I buy it, I'll give you guys coverage. I always look at it like this. I'm the tech preacher. I'm a preacher about tech, but I ain't got to be the first at it. You know what I mean? And you know what? If I could save, almost $1,000 by waiting 3 months, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Now listen, a lot of people say I buy all kinds of other things like microphones and stuff like this. Let me tell you something. For me, this microphone I get a return on my investment. You know why? Because listen to the audio, baby. You hear this audio? When you get stuff like this, when I bought the MKE, the Sennheiser 416, right? Listen, the sound quality that's my return on the investment, right? That every video that I make from now on go have super crisp audio, right? A phone don't give me return on my investment because the value of devices plummet, right? Devices, I don't get return on investment on some tech items. It's because the price drops so much, right? But I will get return on investment on a lot of things that I'm doing. I've been doing upgrades in the studio, and upgrades means that you get quality sound, you get low noise floor, you get you get better images, you get better this and better that. I rather invest in that type of stuff, right? And listen, I'm a techie at heart, but tech is not all about smartphones. So this is tech, microphones and acoustic and all kinds of different cameras and monitors and all that stuff like that. For me, this is tech for me, right? So tech is not all about smartphones. And so I don't have to be the first at it. So will I pre-order the Google Pixel 4? I will not. I will not spend $2,000 on this thing. I will wait. I'm excited for it. And I can't wait to see some of my good buddies and friends when they get theirs very soon. I will be supporting their videos. I will be sharing their videos. I will let them get their shine on, and I will let y'all guys go over there and watch all their videos. And if you want to get full coverage of that device quick, then that will probably be the way I would direct people. But for me, it's not all about time, man. To me, it's all about savings, man. And for me, a first generation product, right? It goes back to when I made that huge mistake when I bought the Z Fold 1, right? Over $2,000 for that device. First generation, it wasn't that great. And so I look at the Pixel 4. Listen, it looks great. The software is going to be great. I think Google have learned watching other companies make mistakes, and so they won't make mistakes. So that's good. But again, for the price point, man, price is everything. I'll spend that type of money on something that would give me a return on my investment, like this desk. This desk will give me return on my investment. These microphones will give me a return on my investment. This Sennheiser 416 will give me a return on my investment. The Google Pixel 4 will not give me a return on my investment if I buy it at launch. That's just my opinion. But I know other people is excited for it and can't wait for it, and boom, boom, bam, they will get it. Congratulations to everybody that pre-ordered. Congratulations to everybody there. But yeah, I'm gonna give you full coverage of it once I get it. Listen, I'm gonna go on there and I'm gonna see what kind of trade-ins that they may have, and if it tickled my fancy, I might do it. So I mean, everything is always up in the air. Right now, I've been talking about this on my live streams and stuff like that, saying that I won't invest in it at launch. I've been talking about it for a very long time. I just wanted to make it clear that I will get the Pixel Fold, but it will not be at this price point. And let me also make this clear that I will get the Z Fold 5, or it all depends, because I'm trading in my Z Fold 4 because I'm having creaking noise with it, I've been talking about it. And it all depends on Samsung's trade and value. If they do the same crap that they did with the S23, then I will not be buying the Galaxy Z Fold 5, right? So, listen, it's all about what better bang for your buck. I have over 200 plus phones. I have at least a dozen of foldables and dual screen devices. So I have the best of both worlds when it comes down to gaining that experience using multiple devices on the Android ecosystem. So I just want to make it clear so it won't be no misunderstanding why I buy certain things and I don't buy certain things. And I just want to make that clear. To me, the Google Pixel 4 is a first generation device. I've been burned by a first generation device, right? And look, even with the Surface Duo at $1,400, what did I say? I will not pay a penny over $500 for that device. And guess what? We bought it for $300. So that device went from $1,400 to $300. That's my targeted price point. We bought it at $300. So, my targeted price point for the Google Pixel 4 was $900, man. I wouldn't pay a penny over $900 for it. Now, if I could get a trade in, right, and get it down to my target, then I will get it. If I don't get a trade in, then I won't. If the trade ins are not sweet, I don't know. I didn't go on there and look because I already had it in my mind that I wasn't buying it at launch. So I just wanted to make that clear. All right, man. Also, they talked about the Pixel tablet. That looks good, man. I mean, the price on that, $499, I believe. That's good. That is good. I might look into that. Man, I'm excited. I'm glad Google did this, man. Listen, competition is good. Competition is good. What this does is it put, Samsung on notice, right? Say, hey, listen, we are here. And I can't wait to see everybody coverage of the Pixel Fold. I'm going to be right there watching, man. And listen, if I could get the Pixel Fold and we go do what we got to do, man, and we go handle that. Listen, I'm the tech preacher. I preach about tech, but I never said I was going to be first at it. And so it is what it is, right? We're going to have some fun either way. Don't forget about every Thursday, I drop this podcast, the audio version and the video version. Don't forget about every Wednesday night, we got Wired Wednesday, where we got the best people on the planet talking about tech, baby. Woo! Hope you're ready. It's still my birthday week, y'all. Thank y'all guys very much for the warm welcome. Thank y'all guys very much for, giving me all the happy birthday wishes. Thank y'all guys for supporting your boy. Look at the new change that I'm doing. Listen, did y'all see that I done changed up a little bit, baby? Listen, I got some acoustic going on in the studio, right? That means you don't hear nothing in the background. Look, listen to this. I mean, absolutely nothing in the background, and that's what I'm talking about. I got a whole lot of acoustic going on. I'm soundproofing the room, getting rid of all the reverb, And wow, man, I love it. I love this mic. Ooh, listen to how this mic sound. Oh, this mic is so wonderful. Oh, man, good investment. See, this is what I invested. This is what I invested like this. This is what I'm talking about. I would spare no expense to get a sound quality like this. This your boy, Eric. See y'all guys later. Oh! All right, see y'all next week, baby.